Hey there, Brooklyn Hurricane Marching Band. This is Mr. Sullivan, and I'm going to introduce episode 3 of Brooklyn Marching Band today. Thanks for coming out again. Today we're going to talk about something that is near and dear to just about everyone's heart, and that is grades. The grading policy for marching band. Now, as you know, we would expect kids to work on their craft outside of the band room, to practice at home, take their instruments home regularly, to look over their music, and it's your duty to do that. To try and do things outside of school. It's not necessarily one of those things where I'm assigning homework each night, so a huge part of your grade is based on participation, based on attendance, based on being there. So for marching band, one of the most important things is being at everything. All the performances are a huge portion of your grade. If you were to miss a performance with an unexcused absence, there is potential there that you could actually fail band for the quarter. And I don't think anybody wants that to happen. That's how important our performances are. You need to make sure that you're there. If you were to miss a rehearsal with an unexcused absence, the potential is there that your grade could drop by 2 letter grades. We don't want that to happen. We need people to make sure that they're where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. I'm just letting you know that this is the policy that we stand by, and that making sure that you understand that and that parents understand that is part of the whole deal. When it comes to missing anything, I know that I've reviewed the pink excused absence form in another video. So if you are going to miss something, and remember, it has to be a legitimate absence, and just because you fill out the pink absence form does not mean that it is automatically excused. You need to make sure that those things are done well in advance and that you're communicating with us. One of the other parts of being in the marching band is memorization. And I know when I say memorization and that you're going to have to memorize music, kids kind of freak out a little bit. They think, man, I can't even remember my address. How am I going to remember all the notes in a song? And I just want you to understand that we support everybody. I understand that I'm standing in front of a group of not just upperclassmen, but we have 9th through 12th grade that are involved with this. It's one of the most unique activities, unique environments in the school district. And so I understand that we're dealing with some people that have memorized for the last 4 years and others that are just starting out in their freshman year. And that's okay. The way that we work memorization rehearsals, I have memorization after school each Thursday. So there's a designated hour for memorization in there. But I'm very, very flexible. I think that most people who know I am and how I work, I am flexible. And if you need to come in on another day because you have a conflict, just let me know and we can work around that and make it happen for you. I'm not a real stickler for those types of things where, if you can't come on Thursday, then you can't come at all. That's it. That's not how it works. If you need to set something up with me, we can work around it. But the way that memorization works, yes, we do check everyone off for memorization. Now that can be done in a number of different ways. Number one, you can just play all your music for me and show me that you have it memorized and go on about your business. I'll have kids that'll come into the first memorization rehearsal and they'll say, I'm going to play everything we have. And it's impressive. They'll just rattle off every tune. There you go. I also have kids that will take their time through the 10-week first quarter, and they'll come in multiple times. Maybe the first memorization rehearsal, they'll come in for 10 minutes and play the fight song. And then the next week, they'll come in and play another song. And then the following week, they'll come in and play a couple more songs. But by the end of the 9 weeks, by the end of the 10-week period, they've done everything that they're supposed to do. They're good to go. Those are the first 2 ways. The third way that you can check things off, if you just show up to the attendance, to the memorization rehearsal. So your attendance is taken at these rehearsals. As long as you're coming in, you're in the band room, there might be some other kids here too. Obviously, we're gonna have to social distance when it comes to a lot of this stuff. But if you're working, if you're practicing, if you're showing up to those rehearsals and working on your own, and you come to 80% of them. So obviously, if there are 10 rehearsals, you've come to 8 of them, you'll be okay, you'll be good to go. You'll have an A. So those first 3 ways are how you get an A. The fourth way is you do absolutely nothing. You don't come to any rehearsals for memorization. You don't check off any music for memorization. If you do that and you go that route, I'm sorry to say that your overall grade will drop by 2 letter grades. There is no reason why anybody should get a C in band because they haven't checked off some of these items for memorization. So just make a point of figuring out how you're going to do it. And like I said, I'm very flexible. I am willing to check off groups. I am willing to work with any number of people that want to manipulate the schedule and figure out what day you're going to come in. If you're like, hey, Sullivan, I can't come in on Thursday, but is it cool if I come a little early before Friday's performance and check off pregame? Yes. Very rarely, if ever, do I say no on that kind of stuff. So the other thing too, for our grading policy, all the students, in order to perform on Friday nights, you need to make sure that you maintain an A or a B average in marching band. So it is important to be at the rehearsals. It is important to participate with your instrument, prepared daily in class or at the evening rehearsals. You want to make sure that you're there. If you can't maintain that A or B, then that would be a reason why you might not be able to perform on a Friday night. I'll be honest, I've never had to take that away from someone because of the steps that they took previously. Usually if someone's not marching on a Friday night, it's because they've missed something and that's the consequence. So you need to make sure that you understand, keep that A or B average. As far as class participation, obviously you have to have your instrument daily. You have to have all the pieces and parts. If I've asked you to take out music to the field to work on, then you need to make sure that you have that music. That's part of the rehearsal. You're not really accomplishing anything if you don't have your music on the field, and you're going to discover how important that is, especially during the band camp week, that you have everything that you need. It's not just for you. It's not just your benefit. It's a benefit to everyone. And I look at it like everybody is affecting everybody else. So it's just the ultimate team activity. I know that grades are important to so many of you, and those are the ways that you can get that A in band for the first quarter for marching band. Hey, we will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in for episode 3. We'll see you, Brooklyn. Take care.